Hey there, Blacking303 here. I'll be the voice for this video. Those types of video are made to show the actual progress of our first game, BlobLike. For this first log, I'll explain what kind of game is BlobLike, and then talk about the progression of the past few months. Alright, so let's dive in. First of all, it is difficult to categorize BlobLike. It is a roguelike or a roguelite. Personally, I think our game is a roguelike because of those key criteria. Let's start with randomness. The game uses a simple RNG system that spawns a specific instances based on the number. Here's an example.
I'm thinking of a number. There it is! 1,763.
To make sure that every run is random, a function randomize is called. This function randomizes the seed that GameMaker creates when launching the game. Alright, now we are in the GameMaker ID of BlobLike. So this is gonna be a test to see how the game generate random. So normally when you start a run, it should always be random. It will be a high coincidence if you have, for example, the same room type, or no, not the room type, but like the same enemies in one single room. That does not affect those rooms. Those affects also items, shops, and also the types of shops and bosses. So we're gonna do like small runs to see how it works. So it should be starting soon. So this is the starting room. So press enter, then you can choose a character. Alright, so you have the tutorial. This is not part when you're gonna start run. This is just for testing. So okay. So as you can see, we have a room with enemies, and we're just gonna kill ourselves. So it won't take long. Then that's it. The game over screen. That you press R, then you go back. When you restart the game at the game over screen, it's restarting the game. So it also a big reset. So we're gonna choose blob again, and as you can see, the enemies has changes. So we're gonna kill them. So you can probably see what was the inspiration of this game. So we're gonna press P for pauses, and we're gonna go back to exit or run. Then press enter again. All right. So I did some shortcuts. So they are like debugging purpose. So if you're I did some shortcut key, so that spawn in other room. So for example, as you can see, we have those types of items. So we have a tire yellow cake, which is a BFDI reference, and tornadoes. So if I press P and go back again, then press then as you can see it changed. So yeah, all right, you can clearly see the reference. So we're gonna go back again, select my favorite character, Star. So we're gonna press play as a start. Very strong character, very user friendly, I would say. Like if you are beginning, I will recommend this character. His mechanic is also pretty unique, I would say. Oh yeah. This can happen sometime. So we're gonna start again. Sorry, I might just cut this. Okay. So if you, as you can see, we can. It's completely random. So oh yeah, this is one of the hardest hard rooms. And then just kill them, and then as you can see, we can have an item. Not every levels have those. There's the mode. uh, both ground floor level have those. The hallway doesn't have it because there is already a shop. Anyway, I'll talk about this later, I think. So this one regenerates mana for active items. So for example, if I press C, you can see. Then if I press E, it should be recovering faster and decreasing less. So yeah, it is kind of useful if you have a active build. Then we're gonna press P again, go back, blah blah. We can do a bit of speed running with this character. This is why it is. I think it is pretty popular. I'm not sure if other people use it much, but yeah, I think it is a decent character. Shout out for the people. You see, as you can see, the object has changed. Now it's stock market, so it increase your amount of goobers, which is the currency of the game, and can decrease it like the stock market, as you can see. So that's pretty much it for the randomness. Now let's move on to the next criteria, risk and reward. Risk and reward is gambling. Most of the time, roguelikes will use their key element gameplay and add some risk in it. In this situation, the player can choose yes or not they want to put their run at risk. As a reward, the game provides to the player some interesting stat boost and some resources. BlobLike's risk and reward system can be found in a mechanic that I call anti-synergy. For now on, the game has two types of items, passive items and malus items. Now, a passive item purpose is self-explanatory. It helps the players out. And malus items are the opposite. So a malus item effects can range between a simple stat debuff or being fucking annoying! And, of course, the malus item negative effects is hidden, so you have to figure it out. Now, you might saying, why should I take them if they are not helping me? No, the only reason you want those is because they can be sold for extra goobers, which is the currency of the game. And with those goobers, you can buy more useful items in the shop. They can give you between 15 and 45 goobers each. Alright, so I cut off the music for this part, so I don't know if we gonna hear me better. So that's right. So this one is gonna be for testing mouse item, like I said earlier. So we have two mouse item over there. So we have the infamous "You are an idiot." So it is kind of self-explanatory what it's gonna doing, and we have the tungsten cube. So the tungsten cube is just a stat down, and this one is a like a annoying effect. So the tungsten cube, as you can see, the speed of blob has been reduced, and then if we combine this with "You are an idiot," we have something that is terribly beautiful. Yes. No, I don't know if you're gonna hear it, but I hear the music. So we have the "You are an idiot," ha, 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 and we have the Windows XP error box song, like the Anyway, so we have something like this. Yeah. So I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Now, this floor was pretty generous in health. That's not the case every time. So yeah, you really want to really analyze the room before it is overwhelmed by arrow bosses. So yeah. Oh my god. Nah. I made this. It was like maybe midnight. So yeah, this is a scary choice. Sometimes I can be stupid like that. No. For now, the game is kind of gentle for now, because normally with Thoughts of Cube you'll get fucked by very fast enemies. So yeah. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the shortcut. So I'm gonna press 0 and I'm gonna be automatically in the shop. Normally, if you want to go to the shop, You have to beat the boss first. Then before entering the room, yeah, you will be in the shop. So after this, if you go to the exit, you will be in the ground floor. But if you don't have beat the boss, the game gonna put an anti cheat and redirect you into the first floor of the mode. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Anyways, so if you want to sell like your malus items, you really want to go with this guy. This guy sell every malus items, and like I said, it's gonna stack. So if we press left click, we're gonna get our speed back, and the pop up and the sound effect will stop. So as you can see, our goobers are now in 109 goobers. So it is really like profitable to have multi item, as you can see, and now we can almost buy everything in the shop. But I won't recommend having most item at the beginning of the game because you're gonna be overwhelmed very often, and most of the time um, you won't be in that shop. You will be in. You have a 1 in a third chance to be in another room, which is the mall mart, which works differently. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about this later, but yeah. So that's pretty much it for the mollusk item, and as you can see, these are normal items. You can see the descriptions, like this one. Your projectiles will become bombs, damaging nearby enemies, and yeah, explosion can cause self damage. So as you can see, like a kaboom and yeah, I lost the HP and yeah. Now I don't know if we're gonna have enough goobers, but yeah. The problem is that if you don't have enough goobers for buying an item, for instance, do we have one that costs? Oh yeah, as you can see, this item costs 41 goobers. I have 35. So guess what will happen? If you say that the game won't let you buy this, you're totally wrong. What it does, it gives you a reality check. Yep, that's like what does it call? Is that Zelda Adventure? No, no, no. It's the one in the Game Boy. The Legend of Zelda on the Game Boy. Um, if you would steal something in the shop, if you came back, the old man like gonna shoot a laser at you and instantly kill you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And finally, permadeath. Pretty much self-explanatory. If your HP reach 0, it's bye bye, you lose, skill issue, cry about it, start all over again. In conclusion, BlobLike is in fact a roguelike. Except if you include random level generation in your definition of a roguelike. In a roguelike perspective, random level generation is a gimmick where every time you start a run, it will be always different. So in BlobLike, no matter what you've done, it will be always the same levels pattern and will be always the same room in the same position. The only thing that changes is the enemy you encounter and the items you can find. So yeah, you may think that BlobLike isn't roguelike, but I'm totally fine with your opinion. Welcome to the devlog part of this video. Now, talking about every stuff I had for the past few months in this game will be way too long, so I'll do a quick resume. So, I created a new room that is called the hallway. It is like a final test before the final levels of the game. It has 40 rooms, 10 enemies for now, 2 bosses for now, and there's also a mini shop at the middle of the level. So yeah, I know this is kind of big, but if you have a good item combination, you'll be fine with that. Also, I've been working on adding sound effects in the game. So yeah, I was developing the game without having the idea of adding sound effects. And then one day I said, hey, let's make sound effects. So yeah, I found a way to play a specific sound effect with this code. Now, if you understand GML, you might want to remove the if statement at the top of the code. That's a bad idea. Now, I don't know if it is a 2023 runtime version issue of GameMaker, but every time I call this function without the if statement, it loops infinitely every single frame, making the biggest ear rape of human history. Now I don't know how to end this video. Oh, I know! I'll do a run with You Are an Idiot malus item without any comments. Enjoy! Oh my god, thank you so much for watching to the end. I'm saying this without a script. It might be fucked up. I'm so sorry. Anyways, this was the first devlog. I know it's in the end it wasn't like a lot. It's because I really wanted to do like a prologue of a devlog, not like a first episode. Now, please download BlobLike in the comments down below. There's a link in the itch. It should be the itch.io page. Please download it. I would say to be. Oh, sorry, very bad. I would like in the comments to be respectful about my accent and my errors. English is not my first language, so yeah, because I'm speaking. Je parle le baguette, tabarnak. So yeah, yeah, I'm from Quebec, so we don't speak English often. Yeah, so I'm sorry if that's annoying. I know people do like AI clanker stuff, but I don't want to. I really want like to improve because this is the only way you want to do. Like, yeah. So I hope you have a good day and yeah, see you soon.